Hey guys, so we are going over low back posture for your low back pain today and how to have a perfect posture to help mitigate some of the low back pain that you are having. My name is Dawne and I'm with Performance Place Sports Care. I'm just one part of the locally world famous chiropractors in Orange County, California. And today we're going to go over what I notice with most patients when they talk about posture. If posture is something that you think is playing a role in the low back pain that you're having, there's certain things that I go over as far as coaching you through how to sit with good posture, how to stand with good posture, and pelvic tilt is going to be something that we talk about a little bit today. So stick around for that video. In the end, put a comment below, let me know if it worked for you. Go to our channel, like and subscribe. We have tons of things for low back pain, such as exercises, more educational videos on what could be causing your low back pain, where to go from here if this worked for you. You guys want some more guidance, things of that sort. So go ahead and go on the channel, click on the somewhere button around the video. I don't know where it's at, but click on it and check it out. Okay, so first thing we're going to go over today is finding a good pelvic tilt. So I'm going to lay down on the table here, and this is what I usually use with patients in office. I have them lay down on their back like so, okay? And so most of the time, what you see when people lay down on their back is they naturally have this space here where I can put my hand below and kind of slide it in there like so. And to coach them through what a pelvic tilt is, I just say, take your low back and crush your hand with your low back. And so when I do that, you see my core kind of turns on here. My glutes even turn on a little bit when I do that. So I'm going to kind of go through that a little bit. And for you at home, I want you to try that as well. Maybe take both hands, put them underneath your low back, and just try to break them with your low back. And then relax, okay? Break them and relax. So that's just the first part, is really getting that movement down. Some people don't know how to find this movement. So that's the first part to this, is just really getting control of your pelvic tilt, okay? This here is a posterior pelvic tilt. This here is a anterior pelvic tilt. Posterior, anterior. Second part is getting the feeling of what is activating when you are doing that. So as I push my low back into the table or into my hands, if they're under there, I feel these muscles underneath my belly button here turn on, okay? I'm going to try to breathe into those muscles a little bit too. I almost feel them turn on even more when I do that. I'm going to kind of squeeze my butt cheeks a little bit too. So in this position, just kind of try to get the feel for what it feels like to have that low back driven into the table, okay? Pause the video if you need to play with it a little bit more, but I'm going to move forward on how to take this into your seated posture and then into your standing posture as well. So with the next step, I'm going to take this chair, okay? And first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knees, okay? And I'm going to put them to the front part of the chair here. And I'm going to think about not just sitting down, okay? But I'm going to, with mindfulness, think about shooting my hips straight back and then sitting down. And now I'm already in a more successful position rather than when I just sit and now I'm rounded and I'm trying to find a comfortable position to get myself into, and it's all I can think about when I sit down and I have tons of pain and I don't know what to do, okay? So just set yourself up for success first. Bring the knees to the front of the chair, shoot the hips back like you're trying to close a drawer with your butt, sit down, and now you're in a more successful position. This can be one way to find a very perfect posture for your low back while seated. If this doesn't work well for you, if you have different chairs that it just doesn't feel right, bring yourself forward on the chair then, okay? So I'm gonna find where my sit bones are, and my sit bones are gonna find the edge of the chair right here, okay? I'm gonna spread my knees wide if I need to, and then what I'm gonna do is play with that pelvic tilting position that we worked on the table here, okay? So backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. Feeling those abdominal muscles and feeling my glutes turn on while I'm seated here for a little bit. I'm going to find the position where it almost feels like I'm not using my low back muscles to stay up or really rounding here, but just a comfortable position where I'm like, hey, I could probably hang out and chill out here for a second. All right, so now that we've gone over sitting, we're gonna go over standing posture, okay? So I'm gonna take the chair away here, and we're gonna go into standing. I'm gonna stay in this view here because for most of you, actually I'm gonna turn so you don't see my little microphone on the other side, but what you see with some people is they either have a really poopy posture like this while they're standing, or a lot of them tend to dump into their low back like this, and they kind of walk around like so. It's like a compensating thing that happens when you have low back pain. You just start to do these weird things that you don't recognize, but for some reason you're still having low back pain, okay? So standing up, what I'm gonna think about is, again, playing with that pelvic tilt position and finding one where it kind of takes some force off of your low back and you feel your abdominals turn on a little bit. So from here, I'm gonna play with it. I kind of find my happy neutral. I'm gonna breathe into my lower abdominals, and I'm gonna slightly brace there. I'm not gonna, like I'm trying to fart or anything like that, but I'm just gonna slowly brace underneath my abdominals or underneath my belly button here. Play with that pelvic tilt, hold, go for a walk. Or when you're standing and working on certain things, just think about those lower abdominal muscles. Think about your glute muscles. Are they turned on and are they active while you're standing? That's the most important thing, is don't find yourself in these passive weird postures where you're putting so much stress on the joints in your low back. Be more active and mindful through the abdominals, through the booty muscles, and just go about your day, okay? So if some of this stuff worked for you guys, what I want you to do is, I think there might be a video that actually pops up that's a part of a low back video series. We're gonna go over advanced stretches and exercises. We're gonna go over certain diagnoses for low back pain. All of this is gonna be on our channel as well. So again, like and subscribe. Just go into our channel, click on or search in the search bar, low back pain, and we have tons of things that are gonna pop up for you guys, okay? Leave a comment again in the comment box below, you guys, and if you guys want to know what's the next step for you, please reach out to us. info@p2sportscare.com is our email. You can reach out to us, let us know what's going on with you, ask us questions on what the next step is for you and your low back pain, or give us a call. We would love to chat with you, love to figure out what would work best for you and how to help guide you. Talk to you guys soon.